All right, what up? What up? What's popping? What's good? What's good? We got the sound effects back. We're about to go in, people. We're about to go in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to April MC in the building. What's going on, girl? Shout out to Unique 79. Shout out to Shozan AT, the Truth, Monogamous Player, Kevin Ism. Shout out to you guys. Man, today's show, we're going to be talking about why women never let beta males know how much they like sex. You understand what I'm saying? This is a very important topic that a lot of people got to, know about if you're out here in the game trying to make shit happen. Miles, what's going on, bro?
Oh, I'm chilling, man. I'm just out here trying to come up with $1 million ideas. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I'm trying to make it happen, man. That's it, man. What's going on with you, man?
Chilling, just same old, just out here letting this fire game out here. But this one is gonna go on Patreon. You understand what I'm saying? Because we haven't put one on Patreon in a minute because he's using other people's shit. But this one is gonna be straight game, straight to Patreon. So if you're watching this now, consider yourselves lucky because you ain't got to get on the Patreon, but you should get on the Patreon anyway, so that you can watch all the other ones you missed. Plus, you can check out the Bad Boy Show and all that other good stuff, right? But before we get into all the game, all right, we got to do this first. We got to do this.
Everybody has game. The thing is, though, is your game weak or is your game strong? See, that's the difference. See, having weak game is synonymous with having no game. But you have game, you have a strategy to get what you want, but your strategy might be weak.
I always tell these guys, snap your fingers. And I'll tell them, snap your fingers. Like, you hear that sound? I'm like, what is that sound? Bitch, that's a 17-year-old that just turned 18. That's a 19-year-old that just turned 21. They are just they're everywhere.
Hi, how you doing? You think I give a fuck about how you doing, bitch? All I want you to motherfucking do is open your mouth and say something so I can hear how your voice sounds so it can tell me how the fuck to get at you.
Your feelings are not facts. Because you feel like whatever you feel like, you can't get me to believe that there's more than two genders. You understand what I'm saying? And truthfully, I'm not sorry because I can't really make facts out of your fucking feelings. Matter of fact, fuck your feelings. There's only two genders. Only two genders. You trying to tell me that genders are neutral and niggas is trying to come up with 92 fucking genders, bro.
There's this narrative now that it's okay for a man to cry, and it's really pushing this sensitivity, express yourself, express your feelings. One thing I've always respected about my father growing up, I never seen my dad cry. Me and him would get into arguments, we would go at it, we would fight. I would say the harshest things to him I could to hurt his feelings, but I never broke him.
Shoot, just the right pair of shoes get your dick sucked. Just the right pair of shoes. Women don't, seriously, you could look like Boris Joe. You'd be 6'8", have a print down to your knee. They look at those shoes, they bust, they just like, oh no, not him. Nah, boo-boo.
The bitches shine because of the nigga. Period. Like, and when it's functioning correctly, that's the way it is. So, on that note, dick is a gift. It's a gift. It's a gift.
You got to play your way from start to the end. That's having game. Because if you do that, what you expect is what's going to happen. See, don't no accidents happen with motherfuckers that got game.
All right, we back. We are back. And hey, guys. The game is going to be so heavy. It's going to be so goddamn heavy. You understand? And, guys, this topic right here, man, this topic right here is so important because what a lot of guys don't understand is that their whole perception and perspective of the dating game, right, is based off of the experiences they're having, right? And a lot of dudes, what happens is that they're having the experience of women, telling them, hey, you know what? I'm not the type of girl that has sex quickly. You know, I'm the type of girl that likes to wait to get to know you. I can't have sex with a man unless I'm emotionally invested. I need to like the guy, all this other stuff, right? Now, what you have to understand is that this is the type of game women will run on a lot of guys. But the type of guys that they do this to are guys usually who they would consider beta males, or they're sort of testing you to see if you're the beta male, to see if you're going to fall for what they're saying.
Right.
Right. And so what happens is this, a lot, what kind of pisses me off and annoys me sometimes is that I get guys who say, Locario, man, maybe it's just the girls you've been talking to and this and this and that. And, there's girls out there that's not like this. And, there's girls out there that like to wait and all this other stuff. Right. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't at all nowhere in the world. You understand? Of course, there's exceptions to every rule or whatever. What I'm saying is, in general, the large majority, more than 90% of the women that you meet, right, have or will or is doing right now, right, some sort of sexual shit quickly with a guy who she is interested in, right? So now, the reason why you have, women out there who are going to pretend that they don't like sex, pretend that they have to take it slow with you, pretend that they're not the type of girl. The reason why they do this is because there's certain guys that they need to wife them up. There's certain guys that they need for relationships. There's certain guys they need for that they want to care about them. Right now, what most women understand is this, is that you're going to have a few types of guys, right? They understand that there's certain guys who are not going to take them seriously as wife material if they know how much they like sex or how much sex they're having. You understand? So they already know off the bat that that's going to be an issue, right? Then you have another type of guy where if the woman was to tell this guy her sex capades, right, then that's going to make him feel like, you know what? I was going to take this girl out to dinner, but fuck that. Why would I take this girl out to dinner when she's told me all her sex capades and she told me that she had sex with this guy that she just met last week? So why am I taking her out to dinner? This doesn't make any fucking sense. Or why am I taking her out to do this? Why am I spending time on? She just told me she met some random guy and had sex with him in a parking lot. Why would I do anything else with her or overextend myself when I already know she fucked some other dude really quickly? I want her to fuck me quickly. You understand? And so this is why women don't want you to know how much they like sex, because if a woman actually told you, like if you say, hey, what'd you do last week? Well, last week I was over my girlfriend's house and we called a bunch of dudes over and then they ran a train on us. You understand? Like if she was to tell you that, right? And you were thinking of taking this girl to a fancy restaurant, right? Those thoughts of taking her to the fancy restaurants are out of the window. It's done. You're like, wait a second. So these are guys you didn't even know? You just met these guys? You just had sex with guys you just met? Wait a second. I've been speaking to you for 3 weeks on the phone. Why are we not having sex? And see, this is why women have to keep their mouth shut, because they know that if they were going to tell guys exactly what they're doing, then no men would listen. Let me tell you guys something. Everything would shut down. It would be like the fucking beginning of the pandemic again. Like everything was shut down. Restaurants, fucking, bar, all of that shit was shut down because no guy is like, all guys would say, listen, we're not taking y'all hoes nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? We're not taking y'all nowhere. We found out y'all fucking and sucking really quickly. We ain't taking you nowhere. Now, of course, you're going to have some guys that's still going to be like, fuck it, I'll take her out and do all that other stuff. But generally, dudes is like, we're not taking them nowhere. And this is why women have to keep their mouth shut. You understand? Because if you knew the girl that you're about to go on a date with and wine and dine her and roll out the red carpet and do all this romantic shit with her, if you knew that the last, let's say 3 or 4 guys that she just met on Tinder, she had sex with them on the first or second date or whatever, or the first or second time she saw them, if you knew that this was happening, you don't want to be the sucker. You don't want to be like, damn, like, why am I taking this girl out and spending all this time, energy, money, and attention on her when she's fucking all these other guys? You understand what I'm saying? Because you're like, I want to either I'm looking at her like, damn, she's a slut and a whore, or I'm looking at her like, where's my turn? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck am I doing all this extra shit?
Right.
So what happens is when it comes to the beta male situation, right? Women need beta males to take them out to dinner. They need beta males to spend time with them and go on 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dates. You understand? They need beta males to spend an hour, hour and a half on the phone getting to know them, right? Women need beta males. Society needs beta males. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's necessary. You understand? Like, listen, do you think, like, imagine like 95% of dudes was like, look, I'm charging these chicks to the game when they want some dumb shit, right? I'm being a man and being honest with these chicks, right? And on top of that, I'm kicking them to the curb if we ain't fucking soon. You understand? Like,
Right.
Like, imagine a world where most guys were like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a fucking rap. But you got to understand that women need these guys because they fuck the guys that they're attracted to, but those guys ain't really trying to stay with them. And so they need the guys there that's going to wine and dine them, you know, and do all this other stuff. Now, again, just because you're in a relationship with a woman or you're going on dates and all that other stuff doesn't mean you're a beta male. You're the beta male if you are bending over backwards, simping, doing extravagant shit for a woman to try to gain access to her and sex and all this other stuff, right? That's what beta males do. They overextend themselves when they don't need to. They put women on a pedestal. They treat them special. Whereas that same woman he's treating special, that same exact woman, not a different type of woman, not a different girl, that same exact woman, right, is doing a bunch of other stuff with other dudes. And he just has no idea because in his reality, she's telling him, I'm not that type of girl. And he believes her because most women tell him, I'm not that type of girl. So guys, understand this. If you keep getting women that want to take it slow all the time, where every time you're being sexual with them, nothing happens, even they don't even kiss your ass, nothing is going on, and you keep getting a run around and girls is like, we got to take it slow, right? That means most women see you as the beta male type of guy. And if you comply with that, if you sort of go along with that, then she definitely sees you as a beta male. You see what I'm saying? And then therefore, you're going to get the short end of the stick all the goddamn time. But Miles, what's your thoughts on that shit, man?
Well, well, it's a very interesting topic. It's a very interesting situation because the issue with the beta male is that the beta male puts so much value on vagina.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And it has a lot to do with like the laws of business and all that type of shit, like, supply and demand and when demand gets too high, you got to raise the price. Right. So with the beta male, the female is always going to raise the price of the pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Because she knows that the most important thing to the beta male is pussy.
Mm-hmm.
To the point, and it's so crazy. It's to the point where she don't even have. The beta male has pussy in such high demand that the female doesn't even have to ultimately give pussy to the beta male,
right?
In order to receive value for the pussy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? These guys are actually paying for the commercial of pussy.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? The chick puts everything on display and she acts like a Hooters waitress.
Right.
You understand? She gives you the girlfriend experience with no sex. You understand? She gives you companionship, friendship with no sex.
Mm-hmm.
And the beta loves it.
Right.
The beta is just so happy to be in the vicinity of vagina.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So therefore, it's really all about how the beta sees himself and how the beta responds when he's in the presence of vagina.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And so it causes the female to. It's like it's kind of like a situation where you ever been talking to somebody.
Mm.
But they talk so much that you really just listen. You don't really say too much in the conversation because they're just constantly talking. So that's not really a conversation. That's just one person spilling their guts and you just kind of standing there. So it's the same kind of thing with the interaction between the beta male and the female, where the beta male he behaves in a certain way where he's showing how much he loves pussy. He's showing how much he wants pussy. He's showing how much he needs pussy.
Right.
To the point where he's willing to do shit to get the pussy without actually getting the pussy.
Right.
Saying the beta male he's on the pursuit of happiness. He's not on actually being happy. You get what I'm saying? Right. He's on the journey to pussy. He's never actually getting to it. And the reason why is because he's always showing how much more pussy is more valuable than he is.
Right.
You understand? And then she, you know, just like with the conversation with the guy that's talking too much and you just kind of lay back and watch him talk, it's the same thing with the female. She'll never actually even get into a conversation about sex with this nigga.
Right.
Necessarily. Even if she does get into a conversation about sex with the nigga, she's still not revealing anything about her desire for sex or her how much she loved dick or anything like that.
Right.
Because he don't know what to do with that type of information because he's just so lost in his desire for pussy. All she got to do is stand back and watch him work in her favor. You get what I'm saying? She don't really got to do shit. You understand? But with a beta male, but with an alpha male, a guy who he's not about the journey and he's not about putting pussy on a pedestal. He's like, I know for sex to happen, you need dick just as much as I need pussy.
Exactly.
And he looks at the bitch and says, "What's up?" And the bitch flinch. He'd be like, "Peace, bitch."
Right.
And then he go talk to another chick. You feel what I'm saying? But the beta male is he's the one that's flinching the whole time. He's the one that's fucked up in the conversation. Like I told y'all, there's levels to social interaction. And most dudes out there are just happy to be talking to a fucking female.
Right.
They're not directing the conversation. They don't know how to plant seeds and listen, take information and use it in the situation to get what they want out of the situation. No. They're just happy to be talking to a fucking female. You understand? The alpha, or, you know, overall the guy that knows game, period. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't need to get into all that shit, right? The guy that knows game is like, look, I could care less if you fuck with me or if you don't fuck with me. And because I'm on a straight path to the fucking vagina. I'm on a straight path to what it is I want. And I have a take it or leave it attitude. I can see, even in, you know, if we go back to business, right? When the demand is like this, the businessman has to do more research.
Right.
He has to look at the market and meet his demographic halfway. When the demand is high, the businessman ain't got to do shit. Right. Because the demand is high. So you coming at it and you buying it and you paying for it. You understand what I'm saying? Right. But when the demand is low or when the demand is like so, the businessman has to actually look into the situations like, damn, what can I do to get this person to want to buy my product? So it's the same thing with the bitch. You got the beta showing high demand for pussy because that's all he's thinking about. Right. And she's just falling back. Like, he gonna do whatever the fuck I say, whether I give him the pussy or not, because he's that dumb. Right. Exactly. But the nigga with game, he got negotiation skills. So he's like, oh, pussy, I can take it or leave it because I get pussy all the fucking time. So the nigga with game, he starts having conversations like, well, what makes your product? What makes your pussy so special? You understand? Because I'm right here with it. I could take it or leave it. You understand what I'm saying? Right now I'm talking to you, but in the next 2 to 3 minutes, I could be talking to another bitch. So as far as demand for your particular pussy, I'm like here with it. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's so it's whatever. It's take it or leave it right now. You feel me? Right. So then the bitch is looking you up and down. It's like, well, shit, this nigga know how to dress. This nigga smell good. This nigga got his money on point. I see him buying drinks. I see him doing this thing. I see him walking around here with confidence, making all the bitches laugh. You know what? Let me get this nigga some fucking pussy because either I'm gonna get the dick or some other bitch is gonna get the dick. Right. Right. And Miles, on top of that, you know what else it is too, is that she's like, I gotta give him the pussy
because if I give him the pussy, I might, and keyword is might, because you never know.
Right.
Keyword is I might be able to also get the man attached to that dick. You understand what I'm saying? And that guy is the guy that's on the highest of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what it is.
And not only that, she sees his behavior. So she sees that he knows that he's high on the totem pole.
Right.
You understand? Because see, here's the thing. The more that you go after the product or the pussy or whatever you want to call it, the more you go after it, is the more the businessman could back up. He could keep backing up.
Mm-hmm.
He could keep, because he know you coming.
Right.
He could fucking dangle the carrot all the way to the fucking bank.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then when you get to the bank, they shut the fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do? You go join some community with your and try to cope. And man, these bitches ain't shit. And they don't know what's going on, man. And then you get into your rage, and then you pop some pharmaceuticals, and then you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because it's like this. It's like if you go into a fucking car dealership and some shit, and you fiending to get a car, and you're like, listen, I need this car. I don't care how much it costs. How much I'll give you whatever, right? So now the salesperson's like, shit, I was going to tell him it's this price, but I could tell him it's this price. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's what happened.
Yo, I remember me and my dad was looking at vans one day, and we went in there. We was like, well, we want to do this, we want to do that, and this is what we want to pay, and this is the kind of car we want. And they was like, yo, we had our shit straight. Like, this is what we want to pay. This is the kind of car we want. We want this year, this model, blah 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 blah. And niggas was like, well, I don't know that. And me and my pops was like, all right, cool, peace. Nigga, we got into our car, and not one but two salesmen were standing in front of our car, blocking us from leaving.
Right.
And it was literally because we knew what we wanted, and they was acting funny, so we was like, peace, no problem.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they standing in front of our car, blocking our shit, talking about, hey man, let's talk about it a little bit more. Maybe we could, maybe we could lower this, and maybe we could find you a better that, or maybe we could get you a newer model of this, and we was like, nah, we're good. We're gonna go shop somewhere else. And then you just sort of look at disappointment on their face. These niggas, you thought they was about to go commit suicide or some shit.
Right.
That's not this, but I say that to bring up the point that when you know what you want and you're not willing to fucking compromise yourself for the thing, you understand? And the reason why I'm saying it like this is because this can be applied to so many other points in your life, bro.
Exactly.
You understand? A lot of you motherfuckers, like even at your job, bro. You know you deserve that promotion. You have all of the evidence that supports the fact that you deserve that promotion, but y'all so scared to lose the job because you need that check, right?
Right.
The check that you get at the end of every 2 weeks is the pussy, and it's more important for you to get the pussy, i.e., get the consistent check, than to say to your boss, "Look, nigga, I'm worth more than this. Give me my raise, or I'm moving to another bitch." I'm moving to another boss. You understand? And the thing is, most men in general are scared to do this type of shit. They're scared to say to their boss, "Listen, I need this and this and this, or I'm out." I mean, I know it's a tough time. I know it's COVID, so on and so forth. So, do what you need to do for you and do what makes sense for you. But the point I'm trying to make is, when you behave in a type of way where the product is more important than you, the businessman could do whatever they want. They can manipulate you. They can do whatever they want with you.
Right.
But what you don't understand is that the reason why they can manipulate you is because you thought the product was more important than you.
Exactly.
And then the fucked up part is you end up blaming the businessman for manipulating you. When the only reason why they manipulated you is because you gave them the green light.
Exactly. See, and that's a good point I want to bring up too. And we got 347 and 718. We're gonna get to calls in a second. This is what you guys gotta understand. The reason why these chicks don't let you know, like they don't let these beta male dudes know that they like sex and all this other stuff, right? Is because when you first start interacting with the woman, generally, right? This is what happens with a lot of guys who ain't got no game and their game is weak or whatever, right? They're stepping to the girl as the perfect gentleman, right? In a lot of situations. So now, remember, I always said the woman is following you no matter what you do. So you start out as this perfect gentleman, nice guy who's going to be like this really nice type of dude or whatever like that. And you're the type of guy that's looking for this, you know, classy lady, this quality woman or whatever, right? So now what she's doing is she's assessing what type of guy you might be. So now when you're being that perfect gentleman type of dude and you're all, you know what I'm saying, like proper and courteous and all this other shit. Again, it's not anything wrong with being a cool guy, but if you're like on this whole thing where you're trying to be, you know, the type of guy that's not like these other guys that's just going to fuck her and chuck her. And I'm not about all that sex stuff. I'm about to get to know you, queen. I'm about to get to know your soul and who you really are inside as a woman, because I'm not like these other guys out here. I look for substance, baby. I look for that real, you know, I'm looking for that connection. If you're one of those type of niggas, you're done. You understand? Because what happens is she says, oh, okay, he's one of these type of guys. So now let me definitely fall all the way back on my freak shit. Let me fall all the way back on my sluttiness. Let me fall all the way back on that side of me. So now what happens is that you get the girl, that proper good girl side of her that comes out, because you started out as that perfect gentleman, queen of the Mother Earth type bullshit with her. So now she's playing the role with you. Right. So you started that situation happening in the first place. So now what happens is that you end up getting with this woman or trying to get with this woman to make something happen. And you go on this long drawn out journey with this woman, spending a lot of time, energy, and all this other nonsense, try to get to know her and all that other stuff. And so she's feeding you that fucking woman who's that super virtuous virgin type of woman that you've always been looking and dreaming for. And what happens is, and this is the crazy part, this is the key part about it, is that a lot of these guys, these beta male dudes, they want to believe this.
Oh my God.
So what happens is that you actually want to believe it. And this is the key here too. The woman also wants to believe that she is the woman she's presenting herself to you as.
Right.
Both of y'all are fucking playing games in this situation. Both of y'all are lying to each other, trying to project, you understand, some shit that ain't really real. So now what happens is you want to believe this, and she wants to believe she's that type of girl just overall. You understand what I'm saying? And so now you're going back and forth having this dance. You see what I mean? And so what happens is this, is that the beta male wants to believe it so much, right? Because truthfully, if we're gonna keep it real, most guys have a part of them that wants to believe that there's women out there that are like just these super good girls who don't get down like that and will never cheat on you, and they're loyal and they're gonna sit at home
with low body counts.
Exactly, with low body counts, they're gonna sit at home waiting for you, and they only have eyes for you, and their vagina is only like, guys want to believe that so bad. It's like they want that to happen. You understand? See, there's part of me that actually wanted that to believe that. I wanted to come on here one day and say, guys, you know what? I was wrong. There are women out there who don't get down like that. There are women who are exactly. There are women who are never going to do that type of shit. There are women who are, you know, just like this and super. Bro, I want to believe it too, guys. I want to believe it too. You understand? But what happens is that when you actually get out here in the game and you see what's happening, listen, your little beta male heart is going to be broken. You feel what I'm saying? You're going to be like this.
I don't know what to do. Oh my God, Facebook, help
It's gonna be y'all niggas.
I can't believe this shit.
I'm telling y'all.
All these months I've been dealing with her, and I just thought she was official. She lied to me.
I'm telling y'all. That's what. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Nothing will break your heart more than finding out a woman that you thought was, you know, the opposite of a thought. A woman you thought was the opposite of a slut. The woman you thought that was the virgin and the super pure woman, nothing's gonna break her heart more to find out that she's not. And hopefully for your sake, you never find out, because some of these guys never find out. So they can live in the fantasy, but some of these guys never find out. But to actually find out, you understand? Meaning like you might be with a girl and then either one of your homeboys or one of your homeboys is like, you with her? You talking about Shaniqua from down the block? Nigga, what? That's your girl? Where? You been? Bruh. Let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you some shit that's going to change your whole world. You're going to be like, what the fuck? Because see, what happens is that the beta male has been brought up and conditioned to believe most women are all one way, meaning most women are like, you know, got to get to know you, got to be emotionally attached to have sex. You know, they're not getting down the date. They're trained and conditioned to believe that by society and by the women that they deal with. So when they find out otherwise, it hurts their heart. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is what happens where you have these women who are going to pretend and act like they don't like sex as much as they do because they understand that the average man cannot take it. You understand? You can see this all over the internet. The average man cannot take the fact that women like sex. And if they find out that she likes sex to the point where she's having a lot of sex, then here comes she's not disciplined. Oh, she's not wifey material. She can't pair bond. She has too many bodies. Like, it's all of these things attached to a woman wanting to fuck. And this is why they don't tell you, because they understand that, hey, this guy, he can't take it. He's not going to take me seriously if he actually knows I like to get dick. The ironic part is he wants to give me his dick, which is weird. You see what I'm saying? And then, so therefore what happens is that low key, see, and let me say something real quick. You ever talk to a woman and she gives off this energy like she's smarter than you? Like she has this sort of smug, sort of like arrogance, like, oh, men are dumb, men are stupid, right? Like, I'm sure you guys have seen this before or encountered this or seen this, right? Where women have this sort of like smug look on their face, like, oh, men are dumb. Like, I know better than these guys are idiots, you know, like, come on. You understand? One of the reasons why women have that type of energy towards men is because of shit like this. Because she has to be like, you have to be dumb as fucking nails to think I'm not out here fucking. Like, you gotta be an idiot. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be an idiot. You trying to tell me that I'm a 29-year-old woman who's been having sex since I was 16, and you think I only had sex with 2 men in my entire life, and my longest relationship was 1.5 years? Are you stupid? You understand what I'm saying? So now, when she sees that you believe that garbage, you understand? She's like, this nigga's dumb. These motherfuckers are stupid.
Yep.
Like, again, even your actions are making them think you're dumb. She's like, wait a second. You're taking me out on all these dates, spending all this time and energy on me for this pussy, for this? Just for this? Like, how stupid are you? You see what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to talk to you like you're a moron. Because you're a moron. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what happens.
And you know, and the thing is, they also come to the realization that, you see, the thing that you guys have to understand is that when you open your mouth, and you know, let me go back to the analogy that I was saying, like when you're in a conversation with somebody who kind of talks too much,
right?
And they're overrunning the conversation. When you see that, the person is letting you know way too much about them. So at the end of the night, at the end of the day, you don't have to let them know anything. And then with you being the type of person that loves to talk so much, you reveal your level of understanding and awareness.
Right.
And when you do that, I talk to you on your level. It's not that I don't want to tell you that I love dick. I mean,
they're gonna chop that up. They're like, You already know.
Okay. Rewind. So it's not. This is the chick talking to the dude. It's not that she don't want to tell you that she don't love sex and she don't want dick, but because you exposed your simple mindedness, your simp mind, literally.
Right.
She's asking herself, what the fuck is he gonna do with that information?
Exactly.
I can't have no conversation with him about sex and how much I love sex and the threesomes I had and the niggas that I fucked and how many niggas shot the club up and how many rappers I done sucked off and
right.
What is he gonna do with that information? He's gonna lose his fucking mind.
Exactly.
So I can't talk to him. I can't. These niggas is going crazy in the chat. I can't say nothing to this nigga. You feel me?
Right.
And that's what I was trying to say earlier about you get mad at somebody for manipulating you. But it's not that they manipulated you. You gave them everything they needed.
Right, exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? So when you come at a woman with this energy, like pussy is the most important thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
They know they say to themselves, well, if that's how he's behaving, there's certain types of information it doesn't make sense for me to give to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's like when you're talking to a kid, to a fucking 5-6-year-old. You don't talk to them about how you got to pay taxes and you know what I'm saying, like if you're having a conversation with a kid and you talk about winning the lottery, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, little Billy, what would you do with $1 million? Little Billy's like, oh, I'm gonna buy a rainbow and I'm gonna turn it into candy and I'm gonna eat candy all day.
Right.
You don't tell Billy, well, if you win $1 million, you're really only going to take home like 400,000 because, the IRS is going to come and take taxes and so on. And so it's like, Billy don't want to hear that shit. Billy's like, nigga, I'm trying to buy a rainbow, turn it into candy so I can eat candy.
Right. Exactly.
It's the same thing with the beta male. The beta male is sitting there trying to be nice, trying to be cool, trying to see if he could get brownie points for pussy. And she looking at you like, this nigga's, see, what y'all don't understand is when the chick looking at you trying to get brownie points, she doesn't think, oh, he's trying to get brownie points to get pussy. She thinks you're only interested in brownie points.
Right, exactly.
So her job is to give you more opportunities to get brownie points.
Exactly.
So there comes the manipulation, but it's not really manipulation. It's you exposing your level of understanding, and she's dealing with you as such.
Right. Exactly.
She's literally acting according to how you came off. I heard somebody in the chat say, it's how you come off. Fact. Fact. The chick is looking at you like, oh well, this nigga's he's actually having fun. Trying to get brownie points. So here's what I'll do. I'll give him situation after situation to get brownie points because this nigga don't really want pussy. Because a nigga that want pussy is looking at shorty like she a piece of food.
Exactly.
The nigga that want pussy is getting up close to her, whispering in her ear, telling her how sexy she is and how he needs to get her naked like right now. You understand who you came here with? Oh, nobody. I came by myself. Grab her by the hand and leave the fucking spot right then and there. Get in the car. See, y'all niggas is too scared to even do shit like that. But let me tell you, the only thing you need to hear is no. Or the only thing you need is for her to pull her hand away from you.
Right.
After that, you don't have nothing to say to that bitch no more. But a lot of times, y'all see this shit. A lot of times, Locario, how many times have you seen a guy and a girl at the bar? 1 second they talking, and in the next second he got her tongue so far down her fucking throat.
Exactly.
And you looking at them like, damn, that bitch just started talking to homie.
Exactly.
Damn. And then you turn around this way, you look at the TV because they playing the music video. Then you like, yo, damn, that bitch ass is fat. You know what I'm saying? And then you turn back around 30 seconds later, and they gone.
Exactly right.
That happens because the dude that got game that is on the fast track to pussy, he's telling this bitch exactly what it is. And then after that, once she say some shit like, oh, I just came here by myself, you put some money on the bar. Tell the bartender, handle that, keep the change.
Right.
You shorty by the hand, and you just start grab her by the hand and just start walking. And if you was already making out with the bitch, 9 times out of 10, she won't say nothing.
Right.
She will literally just follow you. But y'all niggas is still trying to get brownie points. So if you're trying to get brownie points and you're doing all this shit for me, why would I give you the thing that you want later when I'm getting all these brownie points from you?
Right now, exactly. And on top of that, she know that you can't handle the shit because see, this is what women understand. See, a dude who's on some beta male shit, whose game is weak, who's not used to dealing with women, even if she was to give you pussy quickly, right? Usually what will happen is a dude like that, his punk ass gonna fall in love. You understand what I'm saying? Start getting all needy, start getting all weird. So she's like, I'm not gonna do this with him. Even if I was thinking about it, I'm not gonna do this with him. Let me fall back. He's already gonna chase me because he wants it eventually.
Right.
I'm gonna extract all of this attention, time, energies, resource from this guy, and then I'm gonna act like I'm not the type of girl. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna act like that. And this is the key thing. Women know the guys who get it and the guys who don't.
Right.
Beta males don't get it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when I say get it, meaning they don't understand. Like a woman can't fool alpha male who's a sexually attractive, dominant guy with game. She can't fool him. It's impossible.
Right.
So he knows, okay, I can't really play too many of these games with this guy, but this other guy over here, I could definitely, because there's been times where I was in the spot, these bars or whatever, and I see the chick who's by herself, and I roll up on her, and I might, I'll flirt with her a little bit, and let's say we kiss and doing our thing or whatever, and there was times where, and it's fucked up because I fucked up her whole game because I didn't even take her home that night or nothing. I was just like kicking it, playing around, doing what I got to do, moving on, whatever. I'm just like, just practicing and testing my skills, right? So there was times where I actually was in a spot. I'm kissing up on a girl, rubbing up on her, right? And for whatever reason, either I was doing some other shit later that night. I had another girl I was going to go see or something, but it was some reason as to why I didn't leave with that girl or take her home that night or whatever, right? So I'm like, let me get your information. I'll holler at you later, right? And on more than one occasion, those women, they would leave the spot when I'm leaving the spot. Now, why are they leaving the spot when I leave the spot? The reason why they leave the spot when I leave the spot is because I fucked it up for any other dude in there because they saw me all up on her. So now she can't play the good girl role to any other nigga in the spot. You see what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. This is why women can't let you know that they get down like that. Because if every dude in there saw me all up on her and I'm like, all right, peace out, baby, I'm out of here, right? And she's chilling by herself. Now she can't play the role of the girl, the good girl. So now the next guy that come up to her, she can be like, oh, well, I'm not like that. What do you mean you ain't like that? I just saw you kissing on that other nigga. What you mean you ain't like that? Oh, I don't do that type of, what you mean you don't do that? I just saw you get, you see what I'm saying? So she has to leave the spot and start over at another spot.
And let me put something in there, right? Because here's the thing. She's looking around the spot, and you have to remember 80% of guys, probably 90% of guys are what?
Beta males.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So she's not gonna stay in the spot on the off chance that a couple of niggas in the spot might be dudes with game.
Right, exactly.
Because if they were, they probably would have approached her already.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? So like Locario said, once he basically ruins
right
the situation in that particular spot for that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck do y'all think came up with the term club hopping? You think it was niggas?
Right, exactly.
You really think it was dudes that was club hopping? These hoes get down, and when all the other niggas in the spot see this chick getting her ass palmed and probably seeing her do shit in the bathroom stall and all this other shit,
mm-hmm.
She's like, well, I gotta go across town now. I got a bar hop.
Right, exactly.
I got a club hop.
Mm-hmm.
Next spot, because all these motherfuckers done seen the sluttiness already.
Exactly.
And half of 80% of them are betas and don't know how to deal with it. And then the other alphas probably don't want to fuck with me anyway.
Right.
Because the alpha done fucking ruined it for everybody.
Right.
So let me get the fuck out of here and go club hop.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that's about.
Mm-hmm.
Because she knows that the majority of niggas in the spot is too scared to talk to her. And if they too scared to talk to her, she can't. What can we talk about now? What can we talk about now?
Exactly.
The only thing I'm gonna try to get you to do is paint my house or pick me up from the airport.
Right.
That's it.
Exactly.
Man.
So yeah, I gotta understand this shit. But let's get to some of these calls real quick, guys. If you want to call them, call in number is 516-387-1224. 516-387-1224 is the call in number. Let's go with 347 and 718, and make sure you guys donate. Hit the donate button at the top of the chat. That's pinned right there by April, so you can hit the donate button and you would get to your question. And if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We get to those questions too. So 347, what's popping? Who is?
What's going on, brother? It's Mike here. All facts, no cap. You already know where it's at, and you know I donated, brother.
That's what's up.
Wow.
What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so I actually had this conversation with Miles the other day on his channel, but it actually ties into this conversation too. What we were talking about before was actually how mothers and how mothers create beta males too, brother.
Right.
In society, like you mentioned. One thing that I would say women do very good, and even though some of us guys say, oh, they just don't want to take accountability, they protect the sisterhood. They protect the sisterhood all the way, because they know if I don't protect the sisterhood, then I'm going to be fucking exposing myself.
That's facts. That's real talk what you just said. Because women are going to say that, like, they're gonna say other women are also, we're not like that. None of my friends are like that. I don't hang out with girls like that. You understand? Maybe some other girls, but not me and my friend. We don't, you understand? They'll protect everybody. You understand what I'm saying? They'll take it to the grave. You feel me? It's crazy.
Us men are stupid. We throw each other under the bus.
Exactly right. No, that's facts. The dudes will throw you under the bus for some pussy, and it's funny because they guys are so dumb. They be having the opposite effect. They be like, "Yo, don't mess with him. He a dog. He just be fucking with girls and bouncing." And then that chick is more intrigued by that nigga than you because you talking about that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. You know what I mean? That's crazy, man.
Yeah, of course. There's too much money in that, and that's why you see it in the media. But before I go, let me just say something real quick. You know what's messed up when an alpha male turns into a simp? Y'all niggas remember the movie Titanic?
Right.
No, that nigga Jack was the ultimate. Yo, how the fuck, right? You a broke nigga. You fuck a rich nigga bitch. And then you over here dying in the water while she sits on the wood and you die. Nigga, if that was me, that bitch would have had to move over, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. No funny shit. Like, how they put in a movie that a nigga's supposed to die over a bitch, my nigga? Like, and you may not think it does, but shit like that has an effect on people. But yeah, last thing I want to mention, that's why, if you think about it, that's why men like The Godfather, they want to cancel him. That's why they teach, like in schools, that if you a man and you value yourself, that you're a narcissist, that you're a bad person. So I think that what happens is with a lot of young men that are naive, they feel like, damn, I don't want to be a bad person. I'm not like that. And yo, let me mention something too. When I was working at this other bank, right, I had this manager, and she was okay, but I don't know, I just didn't like her. This stupid bitch really asked me to write up a fucking paper for her. And when I told her no, like, there was like a look of shock on her face. Like, like, bitch, do you think I'm going to spend a few hours writing shit for you for free? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? But anyway, brothers, man, y'all already know, man, have yourself a wonderful night, man. And of course, man, shout out to all my Jamaicans out there.
All right, appreciate it, my brother. All right, man. That's what's up. All right, so I think this is Moses on the line. I know Moses' number by heart. What's going on, Moses?
Oh man, how y'all guys doing?
Chilling. What's good? Are you donating? Appreciate it. So what's going on?
Yeah, man. Look, I don't really have a question, but look, let me tell you this, right? Like, all this the conversation that y'all talking about, this all comes from, well, the reason why a lot of guys are not doing that are pretty much scared of women, this, that, and why they baiting us is because they're not being direct. That's why a lot of these females are holding the pussy from these niggas. You see me? Like, it took me to get on the Bad Boys membership to learn about being direct with women. And I started being direct with women. And I started noticing that, every time I'm direct, I started freeing up my time faster. Like just this past weekend, I was being direct with a lot of females, letting them know that, hey, I don't really have a lot of time, but sometimes we should get together, sometime I'll hook up. Guess what? A lot of them rejected me, but guess what? At the same time, I didn't take that rejection as a as a heartbreaker. I took that rejection. I said, okay, cool. Guess what? She lost. You understand? And I just move on to the next woman. Because understand that when you get rejected by one woman, to me, guess what? It gives me better energy to go approach another woman in a better way. You understand? So, I thank y'all for that. And, also, to a lot of guys that's listening, man, stop listening to women's, man, when they telling me they're not getting down like that. I'm gonna admit, I was one of those guys too. You understand? I was one of those guys too. Because and I came to find out before that was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, I was one of those guys too. Like I was in a situation where a female that I was dealing with, she was playing that good girl with me, playing that, she don't fuck like that. She don't like to have sex like that. You understand? But the other dude that she was with pulled me to the side and told me that, I fucked that girl. Why are you not fucking her? You understand? I was like, what? You fucked her? He said, yeah. Nigga, why you think I went to the store and bought condoms, nigga? You understand? So that's why I said, now you could have her. And I just walked away and charged her to the game. That's it. So that goes to show me that women are getting down. Just because they're playing that good girl with you, that don't mean they're playing that good girl with that other.
That's
nigga.
facts.
Now,
that's facts. That's real talk.
One last thing. I'm gonna make one last thing, and I'm gonna go. Listen, now, for some reason, I wonder why females are scared of me now. Because is it because I gotten better in the game or what? Because it seems like a lot of these girls are getting intimidated by me.
The thing is this. You know what I'm saying? This is the thing. You guys gotta understand. The more you know about dealing with women, and the more they see that right? Then you're gonna have some women who ain't really they're gonna try to like not really fuck with you like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're like, damn, this nigga, he knows a little too much, so I can't get over on them. So either they're gonna comply and cooperate and do what they gotta do to fuck with you, or they're gonna fall the fuck back. You see what I'm saying? That's really what it's gonna be about. You feel what I mean? But let's go to 732 and then 480. 732, what's popping? What's going on?
What's good? What's good, Locario? What's good, Miles? It's Rashawn. Jersey.
What up, my brother? Appreciate the donation. That's what's up. So what's going on, man?
All right, so I just want to put my 2 cents on the topic. First, here's my thing. Here's what I think about the reason why men they're not only beta males, but like they'll prefer to be on that angle, including myself before, I would say, or weaker men or naive, because real men, in my opinion, are usually villain. They're made as villains. Like right. they always sit in a bad light. And my example of that would be people like Floyd Mayweather or Michael Jordan. Now, I'm not saying they don't have any fans or anything like that, or people that likes them, but whenever they're acting in a masculine way, such as doing things they want to do or celebrating themselves, it's always a bad thing. Or when men are bossy at the workplace, or they tell you things directly, or they don't speak with a friendly tone. You understand what I'm saying? Everything is just villainized. Everything is just bad. So it seems like it's the right thing to do. But what I'm learning growing up as a man myself is, although people will be judgmental, I still get the respect. I get the things that I want faster. Things go my way. I have more control. When I was that person trying to please everybody's ego and needs and wants, life was terrible for me. I was stressed. Nothing's going my way. Motherfuckers don't respect me. I'm getting manipulated by everybody. Now, motherfuckers who are manipulators are scared to even look my way, unless they're very skilled and they want to try me out. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure y'all experience the same thing.
Right.
Another thing I want to mention though, when I was in high school and college, the men who got the most women, these niggas was like the cockiest motherfuckers. They said anything they wanted to women. Anything they fucking wanted. Like, and you looked at them like, all right, man, you try not to like them You're like, you wanted to not like them because that's what society wanted you to do, was to not like them.
Mhm.
But then when you grow up and you start to understand, like, yo, this nigga had whatever the fuck he wanted. I never seen him crying over no bitch. I never seen him crying over life. This motherfucker was just up there. So when niggas be like, oh, it's not good to be cocky, I'll say one thing. ARC said something that stood up, and I always bring him up. That's my man's right there. Shout out to ARC.
Yeah, shout out to ARC.
He said, if you want to be looked at sexually, he said cockiness is a good trait for that. He said, but he said if you're modest, a lot of women are always going to see you as a potential long-term friend or best friend or somebody to use for attention or possibly a long-term boyfriend. But when you're cocky, that kind of it's an aphrodisiac, if I'm saying it right.
Right.
And it makes bitches wonder, like, all right, so this nigga must have good dick. This nigga must have a lot of bitches. I know I have a good time in bed with him. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So before I get off the phone, man, for all the men that's listening, understand we like women we like women being agreeable, being nice, being tender. They like us for the exact opposite. And when you understand that, it's easier to get this attraction thing between us. But that's all I got.
That's facts, man. Appreciate the call, my brother. He was dropping a lot of science on there, man, because yo, I'm telling you, it's like you've been conditioned. A lot of guys have been conditioned to be agreeable and all this other stuff and be all modest and all of that. And so they want to, and because they want to be liked. And there's always pushback when a man is being masculine. It's crazy how the pushback is. It's like, oh, you're being a little too aggressive. You know, you're being a little too, this is toxic masculine, all that other shit, right? And so a lot of guys don't want to be looked at like that because they want to be liked. And again, that's not even a masculine thing to want to be liked. You understand? Like wanting someone to like you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if you like me. It's to the point where, like, even with respect, you want to get to the point where you don't give a fuck about niggas respecting you. You just want to make sure that they don't do no fucked up shit. You understand what I'm saying? But as far as like you caring about me and liking me, I don't give a fuck. I'm doing me. I'm going my direction. I'm making shit happen the way I want it to make it happen. And whoever is going to rock with that, cool. Whoever isn't, fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? And that's that, man. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit, man. But let's go to 408. 408, what's popping? Who's this? 480, my bad. 480, what's going on?
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, what's up, Locario, man? It's me, Xavier. I donated.
Appreciate it, brother.
Everything like that. Yeah. But yeah, I had a quick question because me and my boy, we were kind of debating on this topic. Is it gay to run a train on a bitch?
He says
with another bitch? Because I say no, but yeah, he said yeah.
He said, is it gay to run a train on a chick?
Right, because I told him, I was like, nah, it's not gay. It's the woman is obviously right there.
Right.
Like, I'm not touching.
Listen.
Yeah, right. Like the woman's right there. What's your take on that?
It's Certified Tyrone said, as long as y'all dicks ain't touching, it ain't gay. But but this is the thing.
Right
this is the thing, right?
Exactly.
And this is the thing. If you thinking it's gay, if you think it's gay, you might be the one that's gay.
That's what I'm about to say.
You know what I'm saying?
Who posed this question, bro?
Because I'm like, yo, if your man's in them is saying, yo, that's gay, then he got some like gay feelings within him, right? That he don't want to confront.
That nigga is worried about seeing another nigga in front of him naked.
Right.
And that in itself is gay, because why the fuck are you paying attention to the other nigga?
Exactly, right.
You're supposed to be focusing on the bitch. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm gonna use that same one you said, Miles. That same shit you said. I'm gonna use that same one next time.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's some crazy shit.
First of all, the two holes that we're interested in is on the opposite ends of the bitch.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So you take that hole, I take this hole, then we switch.
Right. Facts.
Right.
And that's the thing. You talking about running a train. You know what a train really is. A train really, is the other nigga don't even have to be in the room at the time.
Mm-hmm.
The other nigga could be like, right? The other nigga could be in somewhere in another room or somewhere chilling.
Right, and he come through after.
Like, yo, yo, come get this, my nigga. Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So bro, but for a nigga to be on some talking about that's gay, nah, bro. The other thing that's gay is to call a train a threesome. That's gay.
Right.
You understand? Because a lot of you niggas, because y'all trying to win brownie points with these bitches, y'all be in conversations, right? And you be like, hey, so have you ever had a threesome? And then the girl says, yeah, I've been with 2 guys. And then you be like, oh, okay. The first thing I say when a bitch say that shit, I'd be like, you know that's not a threesome, right? She'd be like, it's not. I'd be like, no, it's not. And she'd be like, well, what is it then? I said, that's a train, baby. She like, what do you mean? So wait, so what are you trying to say? If it's 2 guys and 1 girl, it's a train, but it's only a threesome if it's 2. Yes, it's only a threesome if it's 2 girls and 1 guy. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, because the thing is, the thing is like, bro, like when dudes is running a train, you understand? It's all directed in the direction of the chick. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like that's what it's about.
Check your homie, bro. Check any nigga that asks you a question like that. Do not run a train with him.
Okay, no, I know, yeah, no, I got you on that, Miles. But you know what? You know where that comes from? I mean, because he's not really he doesn't what you call it? He hasn't really had that much sexual experience.
Mm.
So maybe that's why.
Right.
So does that have anything to do with it?
Oh, of course, because if he had more sexual experience, he'd have probably been in a situation where he's actually been in situations where he was running a train. You know what I'm saying? He was in a train situation. Right. He'd have been in that situation. Because, there's situations where you'll get in where you're just, you go to one of those type of parties. You want to go to one of those like type of swinger situations or something like that. You got some old white dude like begging you to go fuck his wife and shit. You understand? Like you got all that shit, allegedly.
Nigga, I've been in a couple situations where we all started together, and then a nigga like me got my nut and bounced. Like peace.
Right. You
know what I'm saying? Like what are you pinning? Look, don't see, and you see, and that's another thing too. You having conversations with dudes with no experience. It's the same thing that we was talking about before. This is a part of the reason why the woman won't tell a certain type of guy that, she won't have a sexual conversation with him, or she won't tell him that she likes sex. You understand? Right. Because his level of understanding is so low or is so small that it doesn't even make sense to talk to them. So the guys that's asking you these type of questions, like you said, a part of the reason they even asking is because they don't have that level of experience. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, what can you really do with that level of information? What do you really like? These niggas don't even realize, bro, you're supposed to be focused on the chick.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck are you worried about the nigga for? Like, what are you doing?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? The chick says she want what she want. Listen, my nigga, you on that hole, I'm on this hole. Then when we call it, we switch. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. Bam.
That's what it's about.
Ain't like that, but yeah, that was the only question I had. But thank y'all, fellas. Have a good one.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the call.
Hold on before you get to the next one. I just want to say, disclaimer: trains should only be run with total consensual enthusiasm
exactly
of the female. I'm just letting it be said,
right,
that any train I've ever been in or any situation like that I've ever been in, it has only been through consensual enthusiasm on the part of the female. I just want to put that out there.
Exactly.
All right.
And see, this goes to even the title of the show, where these women ain't gonna tell you the trains that got ran on them.
Exactly.
They're not gonna tell you. Listen, I've been in situations allegedly where I'm talking to a woman. Yo, there was this chick this is a chick that I hooked up with one time before, right? And she told me it was her and this other girl the night before I'm hooking up with this girl. Her and this other girl had a train ran on them, but it was like 8 dudes and the 2 of them. The night before I'm hooking up with her, and then her phone is ringing off the hook. I say, yo, why your phone ringing so much? Like, who is that? Like, answer that shit. She's like, no, I got it later. Don't worry about it. So she answers the phone, and it's another dude she about to go see and fuck him.
Mm-hmm.
After she been fucking me, and the night before she got her train ran on her. And y'all niggas think chicks don't like sex? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, I thought I like sex. I'm like, this chick is fucking nuts. Like, I'm just like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Allegedly, because I don't, you know, I'm just saying, like, somebody, my other life and my other alternative universe told me about all that shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm a gentleman. I don't know what y'all be talking about on here with all your smut. But let's go to 703. 703, what's popping? Who's this?
Hey, it's Manny. This is actually the same guy that called in about like 2 days, 3 years ago about me heading out to U Street. Shout out Miles, though.
Oh, what's going on? How did it go, bro? How did it go on U Street, my nigga?
Okay, so interesting story. That whole night, actually, the friend I actually wanted to go with, that I went with, stomach wasn't feeling well, so I ended up coming back like within 30 minutes. Next day, I hit out Ultra Bar and I hit out Adams Morgan. Shit got popping, like, you know, exactly what you said. I ended up following through with it, and I picked up a feel on how the girls were vibing based off what I was saying and how I was saying it. You know, I let her know what I wanted, and, you know, I felt like that meter hitting each time where I came close to, like, you know, where that no was and that borderline was. I don't know how to describe it, though, but, like, I was feeling it. That's all I got to say, you know? And I followed through it that Sunday, today, and I got some text shooting up, and that's where I'm feeling like I'm at that line where, like, I'm giving out brownie points instead of getting to what I want yet again with the plans I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What did you try what I told you to do? Did you take her by the hand? Did you whisper in the ear and tell her you wanted to get her naked? Did you do what I said?
Yeah, but like I'm gonna be honest right now. It got to the point where, excuse me?
Yeah, please be honest. Like, did you actually do what the fuck I said?
I did what you said, but at sometimes it fell off with some small things. For instance, I might have come off a little bit louder, and I try to project my voice a little bit louder, so that whisper wasn't really a whisper, and that, you know, getting her naked ended up coming out to be, you know, trying to getting her away from her friends wasn't the easiest thing. So then getting her naked was turned into having a little bit of fun, or not a little bit of fun, or having fun by ourselves, or, you know, other things that came off a little bit more modest to, like, the public eye, rather than you and me, girl and man. You know what I'm saying?
And what was the response to that? What was her response to that?
She pulled out her phone right away. I put my number in her phone. You know, there's a little bit of resistance where she wanted me to grab her number right away, but I'm like, no, you make the move when you're ready. You know, so I had to put the situation in control at each time, and I let her know, like, what you doing, try to set up a time and date, you know. And it got to the point where it got inconsistent with me, because I didn't know how many females I was talking to at that point. I was like 25 times a day, signed up for Bad Boy membership in the past week also. So, like, I'm still keeping up with the text game. I haven't got up to there yet, but all I have to say is that, you know, it got inconsistent with what I said, and I didn't really set a plan for each one. I just, like, I'm trying to hook up type shit. And when she texted me, I'm like, shit. So did I tell this one girl, am I hooking up? Was this just having fun? And then after that, I made it seem like the first text message I sent her after what she sent me. It was like, do you remember the plans we discussed? And then after that, she's like, having fun. And I'm like, all right. I accidentally ended up like falling through my own old ways, and I put myself in the trap.
Okay, so hold on. Let me stop you right there. Now, this is what's happening. You're doing good in the sense you're going up to them, you're talking to them, you're flirting with them, right? But what's happening is that you're not comfortable, you're not focused on what you're doing.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you're kind of all over the place. So now because you said the girl you gave your number to, you said she texted you? Or one of the girls you gave it? Okay, she texted you, and what did she say?
Let me get a quote for quote real quick. She said, "Hey, Manny, this is Rachel." And I was, right after I said, "Hey, Rachel, remember the plans we discussed?" Mm. And then she said, "You said, quote, hit me up when you're ready to have fun." Mm-hmm. Quote, end quote. If that counts as a plan, what's your Insta? You know? And this is where I feel like I messed up. I said, that does. We both know what that means. A little bit of wine before that wouldn't hurt the vibe. Mm, okay. Instagram is deleted off my phone, and I gave her my Instagram. And then what's your availability looking like so we can get this popping?
And then what happened after that?
I didn't get a response. I responded an hour after she initially responded, and then she responded there, and then 5 minutes later I responded. I feel like I was a little too quick with that.
Nah, this is the thing. What you're doing is good. It's fine. You just have to tighten this shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, what is happening is that you're all over the place, and then, like you said, you're falling back into like being very vague and ambiguous and all over the place. You understand what I'm saying? She hit you up because she was interested. I like the fact that you said, do you remember what we discussed? So you know exactly what the chick, whoever the chick was, and what you said to her. She's like, oh yeah, we said we're gonna do this. Cool. Well, listen, what I need you to do is I need you to come over here, meet me here at this time, at this place, and that's where the fun's gonna begin. You understand what I'm saying? So, and be like, yo, can you meet me there at this time? She says, yes, cool. I'm gonna meet you there. Boom. And then you just do that. So all you're doing is being very precise on what you want her to do from that point on. You see what I'm saying? So when they hit you back, when they hit you up, she's like, oh, yeah, you say he's gonna have some fun. Cool. Listen, come to my spot. This is the address. Meet me here at 6:00, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna have some fun. That's it. You see what I'm saying? Don't go on a tangent and talk about Instagrams and Snapchats and all this other weird stuff. You just get it straight from her hitting you up to her coming to see you. You understand what I'm saying? That's it. And the thing is, don't be scared to be, a little bit more flirtatious. You understand? Because even telling the chick you want to get her naked, that's still light work. You understand? It ain't like you saying I want to fuck the shit out you, and you know what I mean, or I want to stick my dick all the way in your ass. You know what I mean? Like, you ain't going too crazy. But the thing is that you have to be comfortable with doing what you're saying that you're doing, because because the more uncomfortable you get, that's when you're gonna stray off and fuck the whole shit up.
Yeah, that's what I actually did recognize throughout like the past 3 days, was that like this whole past 3 days was like more of a type thing where I'm like, I could see where my comfortability level would affect the whole thing. Like it would jump up. Like I could see where the whole thing, she fucked with my confidence, the way how I grabbed. Like it wouldn't even be just me shaking her hand at first. It might even just be like me putting my arm over her shoulder at first. You get what I'm saying? It would be like that, and it still matched the same type of vibe, but like, I'd come with it a little differently, and I might compliment her differently, maybe her eyes, and then I get to the straight to like, I want to be fucking type shit. But it wouldn't be exactly the same. It'd be depending on the type of vibe and situation. Yet again, I feel like ever since I started getting a text or two, it's like that's where I started folding on myself getting straight to the point.
Yo, caller, shut up. I need you to be quiet, man. I need you to be quiet. You see, all this fucking talking that you're doing, that's what's keeping you from getting you what the fuck you want.
Mm-hmm.
All this talking that you're doing is getting you because you're thinking too much. You're doing too much.
Right.
Too much going on in your fucking mind and coming out of your mouth right now, trying to explain to us what happened on U Street. Period. You understand the thing? All of that. Oh, I might say it differently because of the vibe. And nigga, what you don't understand is you are the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You create the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
When you look a girl dead in her fucking eye, you take her by the hand and you say something in her ear. At that point in time, you are creating an entirely new vibe. Why? Because you are now standing in front of her.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever vibe she was feeling before is over. Now it's time for her to get used to this one.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's fucking with this vibe, then that means she's fucking with you. She's fucking with you, bitch. Take out your phone, put my number in there. You gonna call me later, and we gonna set something up.
Right.
You don't even have to say let's have fun. You don't even have to say let's get naked. You don't have to say shit. You feeling me? Put my number in your phone. You gonna call me later, and we gonna get this shit popping. That's it.
Right. It's all in the attitude, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like your attitude about the whole situation is very wishy-washy and scary. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why you're messing shit up. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Look, when you know what you want, and you don't give a fuck whether she wants to give it to you or whether that bitch down in the other bar or down the on the other side of the bar wants to give it to you. It doesn't matter because she's not special.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, you know Locario, how many fucking bitches did we see on U Street, my nigga?
It was ridiculous.
How many different conversations did we have that night?
It was ridiculous. It was insane.
Yo, it's so many broads on U Street, bro. For you to even be like, oh, it depends on the vibe, and maybe if the vibe is right, man, I might say this, but if the vibe is not right, then I'm gonna say something different. It's too many bitches to be even thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I remember we was walking. I think we was leaving, and this lit-ad bitch walked past me. We was in the middle of the fucking street, and I said, hold. I started talking at the top of my lungs. I said, hold up. I started clapping. I was like, hold up. Hold up.
Right.
I grabbed this bitch by the hand, and I said, listen, when are we getting married? You remember that shit, right? I said, when are we getting married? Because you the finest thing I've seen all day. And I've been on U-Street for a minute. And it's some joints out here. I said, but you damn fine. What's up with you? When we getting married? And she started blushing and laughing and everything. Came to find out that she was already married and all this type of shit, and she was just hanging out with her girls. But the point I'm trying to make is I didn't wait for no vibe. I didn't think about the fucking we was literally just walking on the sidewalk. We weren't even inside a club, my nigga, but I saw this woman and she was something to behold for me.
Mm-hmm.
She looked like everything I needed in a female, bro, as far as physicals.
Mm-hmm.
Thick, pretty, naturally pretty too. She didn't have on a lot of makeup. She didn't have on no fucking eyelashes. Bitch was just naturally fucking bad. And I had to say something to her. I didn't give a fuck who heard me, who didn't hear me, what her friends thought. Because when I said what I said, all of her friends was fucking laughing. And she was laughing too.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say to you is I created the vibe in that moment. I am the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing that's going on U Street got anything on me. Period.
Right.
That's how you guys got to think coming out there. You own everything that you survey. Everything that you see around you belongs to you.
Mm-hmm.
You got to feel, bro. If you don't feel like that, you're playing a losing man's game. Period.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's facts. That's real shit. So, Caller, you get that?
Yeah, I'm getting it. You set it up. Like, you got to set the vibe. You is the vibe. I'm fucking with that. I'm rocking with it.
All right, man. We gonna holler at you though.
All right, peace, bro.
Peace. Let's see, because he at least he already got the fucking like half the battle. Like him actually going out there talking to them and shit. So all you need to do is switch up his fucking attitude. And you see, this is how important confidence is.
Right.
All all of that is a confidence issue. You see what I'm saying? Every move he was making where he started doubting himself and being like, I don't know if I should and blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't, that's all confidence. That's a confidence issue. And so this is what I tell you guys, like, yo, confidence is so fucking important because that can make or break the situation.
Exactly.
Yo, the girl hit him up and said, yo, like she remembered what the fuck he said. You
bro,
understand?
all he had to do from that point was set the time and date, bro.
Right.
I'm like, what? Like, what? She
Like,
actually hit you up. Perfect.
Listen, he didn't even remember what the fuck he said because he was talking to so many women. He said, yo, do you remember? I was like, I love that part. He said, do you remember what the fuck we said? What's the plan, girl? You remember what the plan? Remember what we was talking about?
But see, that's one more reason why you need to say the same shit to every bitch.
Exactly, right.
Because you don't have to ask that question.
Right.
Bro, let me tell you something. Let me tell you what really happened in that situation. From my humble perspective and opinion. The bitch got horny and was like, you know what? That dude that gave me his number last night was pretty cute. Let me call him up and see what he's really about.
Mm-hmm.
See if I could go drop off some pussy and pick up some dick. That's what she was thinking. And she texted the nigga, right? And then he over there talking about, hey, do you remember what we said? And how's everything going? And did you make it home safe from the club last night? And you know what I'm saying? All he was supposed to say, oh, what up? How are you? Listen, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Here's the address. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you on Tuesday though, all right?
Yo, that shit was mad funny. He said, drop off some pussy and pick up some dick. Facts. Oh, man. That's crazy.
He was waiting for the easy green light, bro. And then he gave her a bunch of yellow lights.
Yo, she was about it already.
Yes.
I'm like, come on, man. I'm like, that should be killing me. It's like, yo, it's like, you know, like when a nigga, it's like niggas is searching for gold. And he picked up a gold nugget and was like, what's this shit? I don't know. And then he throws it away. Like,
it's a yellow rock. Let me throw it back.
Yeah, like, come on, man. Jesus. Yeah, you gotta know what's popping off here. So we're gonna go to 512, then 513, then we're gonna be out of here. 512, what's popping? Who this? 512. 512 going once. 512 going twice. And he is out of here.
Get the fuck out of here!
So let's
Get
go
the fuck out of here!
513. 513 was popping.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on? Who's this?
You.
Thomas from Cincinnati.
What up, Thomas from Cincinnati? Did you donate?
Yeah, I did. $10.
That's what's up.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Shout out to all my peoples in Cincinnati, man. I got a couple people out there, man. Shout out to my man Chris Lon in Cincinnati.
Yes, sir. So what's going on, Thomas?
Actually, it's funny that you guys bring up this topic because you're like, girls tell me all the time, like girls tell me like the nastiest shit, like their body counts. They tell me the real number and everything. And they always tell me that there's another dude that they're seeing that they're trying to get into a relationship with that they'll never tell me or tell them what they've told me.
Right.
And it's because like guys are like so insecure. Actually, this other chick I was talking about, she actually told the guy how many bodies she had and he felt some kind of way about it. He was like, you must be loose and shit like that. And I'm just like, that's why girls lie to guys because they can't handle the truth.
Right. Exactly. And see, the more honest you are, the more likely she's going to be honest to you. And that's how you get the truth out of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, and it's crazy because I kind of feel bad for girls. I mean, not like sticking up for them or anything, but I kind of feel bad because they kind of have to lie because guys are so insecure.
Right.
If they want a relationship, they're going to have to lie to you. And I'm just like, it's just better just to not really be judgmental and not compare yourself to the other guys that she fucked or anything because it has nothing to do with you.
Right. Exactly. But that's what a lot of dudes think, man. They're always worried about the shit she was doing because they think it got something to do with them. But go ahead.
Yeah. There's other girl I'm seeing. She said that she had by 26, 85 bodies.
Mm.
She's 30 now. Like I'm seeing her now, and she's 30. I can only imagine how many guys she slept with, but it doesn't really matter because she's with me now. I don't give a fuck.
Right, right.
It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
So I'm just like here to tell guys, it does not matter. She likes you. She just likes you. Period. It has nothing to do with you.
That's real talk, man.
And that's about it.
Appreciate the call, my brother. Adam Holler. Peace.
Yep. Appreciate you, bro.
But see, this is what dudes don't understand, man. You know what it is? You know why guys feel some type of way when a chick has a lot of sex? It's because guys who care about that, they care about sex a lot. You understand what I'm saying? Sex means the world to those guys.
Right.
Sex to them means love. You understand what I'm saying? So what happens is that the biggest form of validation for those men is for a woman to give them pussy. So like to dudes who understand the game, we like, listen, the pussy ain't shit. I need all the other stuff besides that because all y'all got pussy. You see what I'm saying? So if all y'all got pussy, how could pussy be actually that important if all y'all got it? You understand? So there has to be something about you beyond the pussy that differentiates you from everyone else who has the same exact thing as you.
Right.
You see what I mean? But see, when a guy isn't getting pussy, then pussy becomes the most important thing because he lacks that. He doesn't have it. So now what happens is that when he meets that woman who's had a bunch of sex with a bunch of dudes, he's like, well, wait a second. That must mean your pussy isn't special anymore because all these guys had it. And in my, thought process, pussy is important. It's special. It's a special thing. So therefore, it's not special anymore because you gave it away and you gave away this special thing that I thought was going to be special about you. And because I'm a guy with no game, all I require from you is pussy. That's the most, because I'm gonna do everything for you. I'm gonna, kiss your feet and suck your butt and worship you. And all I wanted you to do was only fuck me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I don't require anything else outside of fucking from you. So therefore, if you was fucking these other guys, then therefore it's a wrap. You're no longer special because the thing that made you special, which was the sex, you gave to everybody when it was only supposed to be mine. You understand? It's supposed to be my pussy. And you gave away my pussy, even though I just met you yesterday and you're a grown ass woman. You understand? Like, that was supposed to be my pussy. And you fucked that up for me, you whore. What niggas be thinking? You see what I mean? So it's crazy. But let's go to this last call and we're going to head up out of here. 737, what's popping? Who this?
Hey guys, how big is your dick?
Oh my goodness, he just wanted us to do this.
Get out of here, you damn nigga!
All right, listen, guys, that is the end of it. We appreciate y'all tuning in. I love when we end at the 1 hour and a half mark. It's right. It's a beautiful thing that we can end the show around this time. Guys, remember, get up on this Patreon, man, because this is going up on Patreon right now. And all the other shows that we've had that's not on YouTube right now, it's on Patreon. The other live streams that we do during the week is on Patreon. So if you missed those, it's on Patreon now. You can watch them right now. And you can also watch the Bad Boy Show right now on Patreon. And we have other exclusive programs on the Patreon right now. So make sure you guys go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/Mr. Locario. That's how you can get that shit cracking. That's scrolling at the bottom of the screen right there. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario to check that out. Also, make sure you guys go on the Bad Boy membership. To join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. You feel what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it. Anything else, Miles, you want to say before we get up out of here?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate what I've been saying lately, man. This is really the last place. Like, I really feel like y'all need to give Locario a little bit more credit and appreciation than y'all give him, because man comes out with videos every day. He does lives almost every day. Like, and he's still coming up with fresh ideas about game. You understand? And I just I want y'all to see what's happening with most of the other dudes that y'all fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
What's happening with most of the other dudes and creators and theory guys that y'all fuck with? All they're doing is fucking response videos.
Right.
All they're doing is running around beefing and acting a fool and you know, creating problems where there aren't any fucking problems.
Right. And talking about the same shit over and over again.
And talking about the same shit over and over again. Meanwhile, over here, it's still fucking real life game. Still. You get what I'm saying? I need y'all to really understand that. I really need y'all to share these videos. I need y'all to put niggas on. I need y'all to go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I need y'all to, if y'all not subscribed to Locario, which shit, shame on you if you're not. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not subscribed to Locario, at least get on Locario's YouTube and fucking subscribe. And then get on the Patreon. And if you're not doing that, get on the Bad Boy membership. Get on something.
Facts.
You understand? Because we're here to give y'all the game, but the support is necessary. The support is necessary for us to continue the situation where we like, you know, we're not out there getting all them crazy numbers and crazy clicks and all of that. But what do you think allows us to fucking stay here and continue to give y'all real authentic fucking game day in, day out?
Exactly.
That's the support from y'all. You understand? So any of y'all that's not actually supporting, pick something and support or send a donation or something.
Right, or share a video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, share a video. Let somebody know and hit the fucking like button. Like, let's go, guys. This is literally because and you know, and one of the reasons why it's one of the last places is that a part of our business model, philosophy, and perspective as gentlemen of the game is that we don't fucking beef with nobody. Because the game has never been about beef. The game is about honesty, truth, and living your life the right fucking way, regardless of what another nigga say. So if I'm in the game and I already don't give a fuck about what another nigga got to say, then what the fuck is beef about?
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? That's why this is literally the last fucking place to get that real. You understand? You know, other than, you know, the Real Game No Theory show on Sundays, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers on the panel. You understand what I'm saying? But y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I'm saying. You understand? So make sure y'all support, man. Get on the Bad Boy membership. You know, purchase the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Send in the donation, share the video, hit the like button, leave a comment. It all works out as support. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people in the chat. We appreciate y'all. You understand? But, you know, keep supporting Real Game, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Let's keep it going.
Real talk, real talk. So on that note, people, we appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys later this week. You know, we might have some other ones during the week, but definitely on Friday, we got the Free Game Fridays. So we holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace.
When it comes to being a man, it's about being that rock. It's about being stable.
So first, you're gonna have to find discipline within yourself. Do you have that type of discipline? Do you even have the heart to be ruthless?
Women need leadership. It is in their nature to seek out leadership.
You know, you can't do it 99 because all that's part of a man. You got to do it 100.
Apparently, these women out here having sex with somebody. Apparently, they're getting pregnant with somebody. Shoot, somebody getting some.
You should look at something like hypergamy and allow it to inspire you to always be evolving, getting better, expanding, developing.
There are things you know, there are things you don't know. Then there are things you don't know you don't even know.
There can be 10 of us in one room, and there's one question, and there's 10 correct answers, all different.